Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Innkeeper today. Like some timber and stone land of Islay. Fantastic. I said it all well. The way I said Innkeeper was quite clear as well. Merv is already getting a bit leery. Well, I just closed the secret drawer, and he's already just getting really loud and annoying, obnoxious. You know, other words to describe aggravation, I suppose. There we go. Fantastic. Storage cap reach for food barrel. Well, that's unfortunate. Food is something that we have 2,577 food. Yeah, something that we have a lot of. Apparently too much of. We should probably stop these guys being... Oh no, we need more fishermen. We just need loads of food. Basically is how it works right now. We need more people. We need to keep this town thriving, alive, sustaining. We currently have people mining, which is pretty great. Before I actually go on any tangents, last episode we were building this house. Yes. I think I did say I was going to finish it. I didn't. I need to stop promising these things because I never follow through. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I'm a lazy bastard. How does that sound weird? I'm not too sure why. We need to make specific kinds of brick though because we have run out of raw stone, I believe. Oh no, we've got quite a lot. Why are we not making this brick then? Oh right, we don't have the fuel. Right, we have coal, I believe. We'll get them going with some coal. We'll check how much we got. 90. Excuse me, I'm making funny noises. It's not great. 90, I would say. We need a lot of that coal to make steel, I believe. Merv is already eating clothes. I can't allow that. You're aggressive. You just hear it. You're like, roar. Very aggressive. I do apologize for this, this unfortunate transaction of events. It's quite unfortunate. Is that a skeleton or a sheep up there? That is a sheep. Fantastic. It's always good to know that the sheeps are following us to the death. Well, not really to the death. You can tell you what, we need more lumberjacks. Who here is not... Do we need more carpenters? We are going to build this house, so maybe it's a good idea. We got a builder, we need that, stonemason. There's a few miners down here. I'm not just sure specifically. Like, to get raw stone, obviously, but whether they're also mining some extra raw minerals. Oh, I think I remember last episode that we just went nuts over how much iron we can make. Oh, nice, beautiful. Okay, that's a good amount. I feel good about this. Everything's coming up. We can make a lot of iron. We can make a lot of iron. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was a bit weird. Also, we've got some... we fixed this, for the most part. I think we fixed it. Did we move this back? Yeah, we did, because this corner now makes sense. And it was over there before. Surprised I didn't notice that. I'm not too sure how I managed it, but I did. I think it's because of this keep here. Someone referred it to as the Knight's Keep. Did I call it the Knight's Keep and just forgot? I'm pretty sure we just called it the barracks. But I like Knight's Keep. I like the idea of that. I think we'll call it Knight's Keep from now on, if I remember to finish calling it Knight's Keep. Also, someone mentioned that we should put some training dummies up here and have this be sort of an upstairs training ground. I like the idea of that. That sounds pretty cool. Eventually we will get around to doing that. We do need to finish Knight's Keep, and I'm still trying to find out how to do it. I'm thinking now that we make some weird archways along here to sort of define the walls a little bit for the Knight's Keep, while also not. We're going to do the same idea along here, like it's going to be a sort of open doorway across these areas here. It's going to look a bit weird because it's not entirely symmetrical, as we've found out, unfortunately, in the past. Not great. Not great at all, in fact. To the point where I feel like I just need to move this along one more because it's just so off. It's quite ugly. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We're going to destroy these. Well, we can't destroy this one, but we will basically just... we could keep that, actually, and just destroy that and turn that into stone. I think that'll work. That should be able to work just as well, even though it's not perfect. But nothing is perfect, ladies and gentlemen. We just realized this right now. Also, someone in the comment section on the last video just has said... the houses are a bit big, nearly as big as the towers, in fact. This house probably will be as big as the tower once the roof is built in. That is a good point. I did mention that. The towers are this tall because I believe archers should have a good range. That's the only reason why they're not taller. That and also resources and time. But, well, actually, it doesn't really matter about time. I would probably make it bigger if it wasn't inefficient to make them a bit bigger. Also, it's going to be bigger than the Knight's Keep towers. So I'm not too sure if we should just have one floor housing. I mean, one floor housing would make sense. There is a lot of space that we can use. It's just some people probably have to share the same room. Not too sure how I feel about that. Maybe we just make one floor housing because then it makes it quicker for us to expand, and then we can actually go into this area. So that might be something that we end up doing, depending on... Oh, excuse me. I'm getting some lag spikes again. I do apologize for this. This is just a part of the game. It's alpha. What can I say? Oh, it takes a little while to get used to. I did delete most of the bodies in the previous match, so this definitely isn't caused by the amount of bodies that we have on the map, but mostly just because it's a bit unstable at the moment. It's fine. Everything's fine. As I was saying, we'll get this done. If it looks a bit out of place, we will probably just get rid of it. If it actually looks quite good, then we will probably just make 2 floor housing. I kind of want tall houses, but it will look kind of strange when the walls are quite small in comparison to the houses. That is something that we have to note down. No, oh no, we do have miners, I do recall. Wow, these lag spikes. Let me just lower the amount of generation right now. That should be able to make it work. Things I don't think really matters. Like, we could lower draw distance, but once again, that's not even that far. It's something that we have to deal with. This is going to be a tailorer's, I believe. Was this going to be a tailor's? I said tailorer's then. That's really annoying. Tailors, yeah. I believe that was something that we were planning on doing. They can't build that high up, most probably, so we're going to have to build some dirt around there so that they can, and then they just get rid of the dirt. We've got quite a lot as well. It's a good thing that we mined out half the map. Well, half of our base in order to get a good amount of grass. It was a good way of doing it without making the land look quite horrible, which is always nice. Put it in fast mode, and we all see as to how we're going to get this done. So if we go to build, how much normal brick do we have? So I'm not too sure that is if that's enough. I don't think it is. That wouldn't be enough. Also, these are apparently windows. I'm not too sure if these windows are meant to be too high. I think they're meant to be, because it would look weird if they weren't. I'm not too sure. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have the... It's escaped from me. I'm sure I'll find out what I was just about to say in a second. But for now, not at all. Let's just build this area up. We'll do this. Do that. We'll just do the one. We'll do this one there. I'm doing the 2 corners here so they can actually climb up and fix the other parts of the house if need be. They're going to be able to get this arch done, and then we'll probably be able to get the front of the house done for the roof. We do have a little bit of roof with us, if we just go to resources and find out what we've got in our buildings. Shingles as well. I was trying to find the word there, but it just sort of escaped from me. We can make a little bit more of it. It requires wood. Unfortunately, we can only make 1 of them, so it's quite hard to make shingles. I guess that's... I don't know. I'm not too sure why that's even the case, to be honest with you. It just is. Here we are. This is going to be done. We have a little bit of wood. I did say I was going to make someone a lumberjack, so we should probably go ahead and do that. But who? Probably this miner. Hubris. Has he got pride traits? He's clumsy and courageous. I mean, he's courageous, but is that pride? I imagine that is a form of pride. I'm going to say that is the case. As for wood chopping skills, go ahead and do it. Go nuts. We need to cut down more trees in order to fuel our empire. Not mine more ground. Also, I said empire there. I like the idea of that. Islay's Grand Empire. The grandest of empires, although a bit too overwhelming. You know, like the kind of grandness is just too much for people, I find. You don't get it? It's like hipster grandeur. Yeah, I like it. I think I do. I do not have the social structure in my mind to know what the hell I'm talking about. This looks weird. Why does that look weird? Is it because these 2 bits should be... No, that would look weirder. We can work around it later by the looks of it. I don't think we need to worry too much. Anyway, we need to make more logs. Where are the logs? I'm sure I just went past them. Yep, I did. There we are. We'll get some logs done here. And then we're going to start making the scaffolding. Not the scaffolding. The other stuff. Shingles. We'll use the shingles. That sounds a good idea. Someone is sleeping on the job. I don't like the idea of that. Robert Dudd. You're meant to be on watch. I'm pretty sure. Like, you're not a very good archer, to be honest with you. Like, oh, speaking of archers, we have our longbowman right here, who is only a level 2 archer. I'm not too sure why we have him as an archer. I guess because he's not good at anything else. We may as well have someone that's not good at anything else be someone that's good at something. You know, like, give them the reason to fight. Also, they hang around up here all day, which I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you, like just watching, which we can do in full control mode. Okay, here we go. Like, we'll just watch from here, see how everyone's doing. Look, they're mining over there. They don't have roofs. We're not going to mention that. Also, it's a woman. I forgot about that. Wait, is it? It looks like... Let's see. Does it even say that? I can't remember where we get this information from. I imagine... It looks like a woman. This human being, if it's a human, I'm not too sure. They look quite short, to be honest with you, to be humans. There might be gnomes. Like, I feel like this is a gnome sort of thing. I'm not too sure if I'm being offensive to the gnome communities. If I am, I profusely apologize. But apparently I can't no clip. I just did then. But there we go. No, I just clip up to the top. Also, that looks really cool. I like that. Are these statues identical? They look like they are. But I guess it's because, you know, like, I prefer the other statue to have its halberd thing, pike, yeah, on the other hand, so that it's sort of like welcoming people instead of just sort of looking a bit out of place a little bit. That's what I'm gonna say. Still sleeping, Robert did. Give us back that RTS, sweet RTS control. I like it. Right, now we can get the building done for these shingles. Fantastic. So this is how this is gonna work. Secondly, that's not how it's gonna work. That's not gonna work like that. I was meant to do this. There we go. It's meant to go out by 1, I believe. There we are. Merv, that was very sweet sounding. Thank you for the kind words, whatever you just said. I don't think you said anything. I'm not too sure what kind words. Ah, you just nipped me, you bastard. That was very rude. Right, get rid of that. Then what we do is this. I'm pretty sure that's what we do next. Well, not now. Not now. Later. In the series. In the series. In the mountains. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right, so this is going places. This is definitely going to be taller than... Well, will it? Gonna find out how we're going to get this to work first. It should be... It should just go along. That should be how it works. Probably won't end up working like that. But that should be how it's going to happen. I had it in my mind a minute ago. It's just sort of disappeared. What is it? Ow! Stop nipping me! Bloody hell. He does it whenever I turn my head and he gets a little bit surprised. It's very frustrating. I'm not sure why he does it all the time. Anyway. I've had a long day. Very long day. Can't be taking that shit. Also, I am trying to get my mind around this. Because when I left last episode, I had it. I knew what I was going to do. But now it's sort of just disappeared. And now I don't know if what I'm doing is even right. I'm sure this is right. It's going to... Right, I'm going to just keep going with this. Come on, let's just not make this awkward. There we go, beautiful. Let's do the same thing here. Then this should go out. One more here. Oh, trying to get a perfect selection there. There we go. This should do the same thing. Making roofs is quite annoying in this game, actually, I just realized. Quite frustrating, right? And that should be the top. That should be how that works. Oh, wait, no, it won't be the top. It will nearly be the top. And I think I've got the roof in the bag now. I like it. Already, the roof is making the house look quite unique. Right, it's pretty good to see. It's going to make this sort of side look a little bit awkward, but we'll work around it. That's what we'll do. We'll add some shrubberies. I feel pretty good about that. We need to add some scaffolding. We've already only got 69 shingles. That's not really great. Scaffolding. We have quite a lot of scaffolding. The only problem with this is, obviously, it just degrades very quickly. What we could do... No, we need to get an outside access. Oh. So we could put a scaffolding along here. Like, this guy's now stuck. So, you know, screwed, basically. I mean, he could... I'm not too sure how scaffolding works. I'm not sure if it needs to be on top of something else. Hopefully, that just does it. Because that would be pretty great. Also, this roof is looking great. We could add like a random stone pillar, and that could be the furnace. Be quite random. I'm not just sure if it'll look cool though. Probably won't look that great actually. Probably look a bit out of place. So this guy is now doing his thing. I'm pretty sure he's probably not going to have the ability to build this scaffolding. We might get lucky though. Go down here, see if you can build that. You probably won't be able to. But you never know. Also, we can't see inside of this. I'm not too sure if I should even bother filling those in. I probably won't end up doing it because I'm quite lazy. Fantastic. It's always good to hear. Not really. Right, let's get the other side of the scaffolding done. Oh, unless someone is just about to... Oh, okay. Okay, I see. There we go. One bit of scaffolding. Objective number 1 is complete. I feel pretty good about this. Are they going to make a number 1? If they're not, I'm going to be very sad. Oh, it looks like they are. So, I'm not too sure how far this scaffolding can go out. But it looks like it's sort of infinite, which is pretty great. It's going to make our lives a lot easier in the future when we can use this mechanic to our advantage. I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about everything, apparently. Frustrated myself to all hell there. I was like, whoa, what's going on? Anyway. Is that correct? That is correct. I have this, this strange fall that whatever I do is just not right. Now, ever since the wall incident, which we don't talk about, nobody talk about the event. Yeah, the wall incident, or the event, if you want to call it that. Don't talk about it! We should a lot, apparently. Fantastic. Fantastic. What we'll do is we'll not have anything selected there so that they can build this whole thing without stupidly building there. That would be very frustrating. In fact, we should not have them build anywhere here as well, because then it might get rid of their ability to build along here. It actually won't. I'm not sure what I'm worrying about. Let's keep to our efforts right here. Well, that was a blinding light out of the window. Someone had their full beams in my face. Bastards. Bastards, is apparently my immediate reaction there. Did we get any traders and I just didn't notice? It doesn't look like we did. Did we? Did we do? Hid? Food barrels is something that we need, apparently. I did forget about that. I'm not going to make any more, because fuck it. I mean, F it. It's so bad right now. We'll make 30 more scaffolding, even though we probably need significantly more scaffolding. Since for some reason these guys use up scaffolding like they do their... See, I'm trying to think of an analogy right now, and I can't really think of anything on the top of my head that is socially acceptable. See, that's the problem. Finding something that's not socially acceptable, bang, easy, done. Look, I'll do them right now. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't. Not socially acceptable. As to whether, what aspect of insult I'm really going towards there is beyond contemplation at this point. Since I don't even know. It's interesting, looking into the minds of a man. Minds, apparently multiple minds, or mimes. I may have said mimes by accident there. I do apologize if I did to any mimes in the audience right now, as I am quite incompetent as to your profession. I do apologize profusely. Being diplomatic, ladies and gentlemen, something that you need to do. If you don't do it, you're fucked. Done. Pretty much it. Okay, so someone built there. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Probably not good. That's probably how I feel about that. Also, did someone mine that out? They did. Fantastic. What did we make this all off? Okay, I think this is made out of number 3. This is made out of number 2. So, would we put number 3 or 2 there? Oh, boy. It looks like number 2. This probably sounds very weird from a sort of primary child. A kid in primary school. Which I believe is what Americans call first grade. Maybe. Maybe. Not too sure. Or nursery? Well, no, because I'm not too sure if they would understand the aspect of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other one. You know, it just doesn't... You know, even I have a bit of trouble. Like, even you just noticed it right then, in fact. Like, right there. Then, who? Everywhere, apparently. So, what am I saying right now? Who am I? Good question. We'll find out after these messages. No, really bad messages. I wouldn't recommend going to those. They've got some funny words in them that I just can't really put into focus how much I find distasteful. Right now, I kind of just want to make more houses like this because it looks kind of weird. Like, in a funky, cool way. Like, I obviously want to have more of these, like, windows. I think that looks a bit strange. I just wanted this because... That sounded weird the way I said strange there. I just wanted this because it was unique. Also, I think I'm going to make a bridge that goes on top of this roof for no apparent reason. Well, eventually when the roof of this gets made. Which reminds me, there's some dirt here that we need to get rid of. Also, I mined out something. Oh, yeah, it was over here. They immediately got the job done, which means the miner's not mining anything. Which means they're being quite lazy right now. Perfect square. I feel pretty good about that. I was going to call it a circle then. I felt really bad about myself. Felt really bad about myself. Decided to not do that. Mine that up. Feel pretty good about myself there. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, the roof, underway. Need more wood. We've got quite a lot of wood now. Well, quite a lot is quite relative, since it's actually bugger all. We need to have a proper orchard, was the word. Even though orchard, I think, is defined by fruit trees and the collection of fruit from the trees. Like, you know, make cider and stuff like that. Delicious! But we're not going to do that right now. For those that don't know what cider is bad for you. Is it? Really? I don't know. Kind of is. Don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen. Lessons from the Innkeeper. I'm going to have that plastered. Why am I not talking about this? I'm not an alky. It's getting too real. It's getting too real, Roy. Anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to make some shingles. Wood is something we have none of. I think that's not great. So wood planks is what we need, not just normal raw wood. Well, they're called wood logs. So I feel like their description of making shingles wood, like, what do you mean there? I'm sorry, but what you're saying is wrong, sir. And I feel like you need to go to hell for it. Might have been a little bit angry there. Not too sure. Is this episode just going to be me making a roof for these episodes? If that is the case, I'm probably just going to have 2 episodes. I probably just make 2 30-minute long episodes. Someone in the comments did say that the series is a bit slow. So I'm going to try and make these sort of episodes longer, just so that it doesn't... And not chop them up as much. I generally chop them up quite a lot, because, you know, it's just easier that way for me. But if it's a 30-minute video, I found that 30 minutes is good. I uploaded a 45-minute stoner video the other day. That took too long. That took a very long time, apparently. I upload overnight, but it was only 50% done. After... I usually sleep for like 8-7 hours. I think I had a bad night, though. It's not usually that bad. Usually by that point, it's probably 75%, like 80-75%, which is alright. It's pretty good for a 45-minute video. But it starts verging onto the part of the day where I don't like uploading over the day, because people also use the connection. And if I upload, it fucking drains it. That's why I do it overnight. See? There's a little bit of mystery there. I'm not too sure why there's a mystery there, but I mean, yeah. For some reason, I thought Mystery Science Theater 3000 then. Pretty fantastic. I think I said that wrong. I've definitely said that wrong. I can't fully remember the title, but I know... If you know Riff Tracks, then you know what I'm talking about right now. There we go. Just movie dubs. There we go. Bit random, not too sure why that was the case. Excuse me, Archer, what are you doing? Okay, that's a very fancy way of getting up and down. This could be the... No, that wouldn't work. Would it work? It probably would, but we're not going to do it. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. See, I got out of that very quickly. Bam! Ow. I'm very sorry if that made you jump. If it didn't... Bam! See, that one hopefully did make you jump. If it didn't, I'm not going to make another one. Okay, trust me, I'm not going to make another one right now. I'm not building it up so I can make another one. Don't worry about anything you know. I can't do the whole auctioneer thing. It just doesn't work for me. I mumble too much. I mumble and trip over my own words a lot. And having Merv here, like, flying around, just, like, poking people, going, rrr, rrr. You want it? No, not gonna have it. See, you just did it right there. That's fantastic. Anyway, wow. How's the farm going? I like this farm. I don't know why. I think it's because of the way the light goes over the crops and how it's not fully aligned properly, so that there's not enough blocks for the center of the cup right there. How many blocks am I missing right? That's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fantastic. Don't know why I said it like that. Although I did count from this block, which is incorrect. I mean 6. And this says 5. So I'm 1 off here. Which means I'm also 1 off there. Why am I off by 1? Oh, it's because of that. Yeah, it's because I wanted it to align with this fence. Probably why, because otherwise it would look a bit weird. But I think it would look that weird because we poke it out 1 more and it sort of defines this gate a little bit more. I like it. I like it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I got full of energy for that weird second there. I think I got very excited by the prospect of us having a roof. Look at it. It looks fantastic. Obviously, that door, that window looks more and more weird. But I like the idea of the doorway, well, the roof sort of peeking out in the center here. I think I did a good job. It looks nice anyway. I'm not too sure what else I can really do there. Other than, of course, I mean, I could flatten it here. I think that would look different. But I don't want to waste my time flattening it, because I'm not too sure if you gain the materials after mining something up. So I think just having it peaked, the thing is it's not going to perfectly peak anyway, because it's miscounted. I need to get the numbers of building done right, especially with blocks. I've never done it, even with Minecraft, and I always come up short in like one aspect or another. But I was never good at sort of...
I was never good at shapes as a child.
I'm not too sure what voice I'm mimicking right there. I'm not too sure if I should really go like, I'm never good at shapes as a child, but I'll go down to Denny's. Anyone in Texas, I do apologize. That was my attempt at your accent. And that was, I do apologize. Anyway, fantastic. I've insulted, what? Is it a state? I'm pretty sure you call them states. That's how it works. I don't know. I don't know, okay? I don't know enough. Reddit doesn't tell me everything, and the internet tells me too much. Wait, is that the other way around? I'm sure that's the other way around. Both the same thing, come on. Kind of, not really. I'm not too sure. I feel like I've got myself in a hole right now, and I'm trying to dig out of it, but as I'm digging out of it, I'm thinking, okay, if I dig out, but if I dig far enough that I'll eventually dig out into the other side of the world. I feel like that's what I'm thinking right now, even though that would ultimately end in failure, because I would hit a surface that I just couldn't dig, or I would just... well, I'll just die. I'll just die, ladies and gentlemen, the harsh reality of it. Also, I need to do this fart. Before I forget, I just burped there. I do apologize. I'm not sure why I keep apologizing. Also, I feel like I'm talking too fast right now. Let's just slow down. Have I got more cotton? I think that's cotton, but that could be flax. That's probably flax. We got some pumpkins here. Oh, I didn't do a Halloween special. Wait, could I have done a Halloween special? See, this is the problem with Halloweens, that I don't want to do scary games because... but to be honest with you, I don't really get scared vocally, if that makes sense. My being scared is mostly through my body language and probably the way my face looks. But I won't, like, scream at the top of my lungs unless it's for entertainment. Well, no, not even for that. Not too sure, actually. Maybe. I think it's the opposite. I think when I'm playing a game, because I'm interacting with everything, it's when I'm silent. When watching a film, I probably would openly just full high-pitched woman scream. I'm not too sure if that offends anyone. Lots of offending right now, and lots of apologizing. Maybe I apologize too much. Maybe that's what it is. Not too sure if that is it at all. Maybe there's nothing. I'm probably just a little bit self-aware right now. I need to calm down a little bit. Also, I feel like... that's probably cotton. Probably cotton. I don't know why I said it like that. What is this? Potatoes? Potatoes? We don't have any none of those. Oh dear. What are these? Farmers with remove pump. Oh, they're pumpkins. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we'll put the pumpkins back down. Also, we don't have potatoes. That's interesting. It's freezing. The windows are done terribly in this house. I'm not gonna lie. Awful job. Awful job. They're like new high-tech Geo windows, where it's like I can't remember the accent. I think it was a Welsh accent. I don't know how to do a Welsh accent. I don't want to offend enough people. I've already offended like 5,000 people. Not good, is it? It's really bad. It's only been like 30 minutes, and I've already offended nations. I feel good about that in a weird way. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, probably not. Probably not. Oh, I feel cold. We should pause right now, because I haven't been paying attention to the infestation, as it were. What are you doing? Islay, what are you doing? You're not making anything. That is what you're not doing. Make 100 of those bricks, please, along with your compadres, while I check for any mobs. Now, we do have a lot of stuck mobs, so I think that has probably halted some of the spawning, which is pretty great. It means we could just build stuff. We do occasionally get some fights, though, so I wouldn't worry too much about it not being as exciting as it used to be back in the days, because, you know, there's not as much conflict. Which is always nice to have a little bit, what the fuck are you doing?